Another good day. Day 2, bar crawl, theater, sea day stuff. Sorry. Oh my god. Today was a good day, guys, okay? Good morning, y'all. It is day 3. Today is our first sea day. There's all kinds of stuff going on around the ship, but the big thing that's happening is the pub crawl that that Facebook group I was in organized. I'm very much looking forward to that. Seems like there's some cool people in that group and going to that event. So I have a feeling it's gonna be, 30 of us, 40 of us maybe, hopping from bar to bar and getting crazy. They had a pub crawl on one of my other cruises, but I ended up missing it. And so I'm definitely gonna make it to this one because my sister Heather actually ended up at that pub crawl and said it was so much fun. So yeah, I got a little bit of FOMO, but not this time. Anyway, I'm gonna actually eat something first, and because there's about an hour and a half or so until then. I just got done showering and all that stuff, and ready to get the day started. But yeah, I guess we'll see what's next, probably food, and then drinks after that. So we'll talk soon. So I actually decided to go have lunch in Piazza del Doge, which is a cafe that they have on board. The sandwiches and pastries are actually included in your cruise fare. They do have specialty coffees and stuff there. If you have a drink package, that's included. Otherwise, you can pay for them. And I believe there's also gelato there as well. But it has this nice kind of Venetian feel to it. And I grabbed a sandwich and a bottle of water and sat and just kind of people watched for a little bit while I ate and killed time before the pub crawl. All right, so I just finished eating and now I am taking the stairs up to deck 14 because I have a little bit of time before the pub crawl, and I thought I'm gonna go walk a couple laps around the walking track and get a little bit of exercise in. I've been religiously taking the stairs, of course, and then trying to put in extra moments of movement and what have you. Haven't quite made it up to the gym. I don't know if I will, but I'm definitely conscious of being more active, and I'm also eating less overall. So that I don't gain back all the weight I lost. Anyway, we'll talk soon. So I made my way around the track. It's actually on deck 15, which is right above the main pool deck, and it goes around the majority of the ship and offers scenic views of the ocean as well as parts of the ship. And I passed by the water slide, and even though I'd been on Divina before, I'd never actually done the slide before, so I told myself I was definitely going to do it one of the days this sailing. It was a really nice day out. People were lounging, and I just walked around and walked around. It even brought me through the garden bar, and some of the people that I knew were there, and they were trying to get me to stop and have a drink with them, but I was focused on what I was doing. When you travel as much as I do, it's important to stay in shape, and doing a few laps around the walking track is a good way to do that for sure. All right, so that's 2 laps. It's not too bad. It basically goes around the entire deck 15, above the pool area, back to the garden bar, etc. So yeah, 2 laps feels pretty good. I'm a little winded, but not too bad. Yeah, bar crawl in 20 minutes, so we'll talk soon. So I made my way back down into the lower levels of the ship because the pub crawl was starting at the casino bar. And so I walked through the casino, and it was pretty obvious where everybody was at because there was a group forming. And by the time we were ready for our first round of drinks, there was 40 people there. Also, not everybody who went had a drink package, but kind of a hack, at least on Divina. They didn't actually scan the cards for the little shots that they were giving us. So if you don't have a drink package and you're looking for some freebies, that may be something that works in your favor. And then after we had our first round in the casino bar, we made our way over to the lobby because the Divina bar was our next stop. So we're in bar 2 of 8. It's super loud, so forgive me for that, but over 40 people in this group, and we just keep bouncing from bar to bar and intimidating people, and it's super fun. Shout out to the bartenders. They're being amazing about this and making this a great experience so far. But yeah, we'll talk soon. After the Divina bar and making it very known what we were doing, our group started to grow. Then we ended up at the sports bar along with a couple of the other inside bars, and you can see how the rounded drinks and stuff were prepared. They weren't the same at every single bar, and all of the flavors were a little bit different, so if you got a different color at each one, you were definitely guaranteed to get a different drink. Some of them tasted good, some of them did not. And then we finished up the pub crawl with the 3 pool deck bars, ending up finally at the garden bar. And by then the group was close to 70 people. All right, y'all, so the pub crawl is over. I'm sure I got good video and stuff, so I'm sure you've seen all that at this point, but so much fun. In fact, they're talking about doing it again on the next C-Day, so we'll see if that actually happens. But man, what a fun experience. If you guys are on a cruise coming up, join the Facebook group. They're not all great. Some of them are kind of meh, but this Facebook group has been so cool, so awesome. I've met some great people. It's perfect because I'm solo on this really long cruise, and this has worked out really well for me. Dinner time next. It's gala night, the formal night, so they're actually having that on this sailing, which I figured they would because it's a longer one. I didn't bring all that much fanciness to dress into or dress in or whatever, but I did bring something, so I'm gonna change real quick and then we'll go from there. I might have a drink before dinner maybe or something, meet somewhere because it's a little bit early, but either way, we'll talk soon.
Welcome to the stage our international performers in Autumn in Paris.
After the theater show, I met up with my table mates and we decided to go to the silent disco. I've mentioned silent disco before, but if it's something that shows up on your list of activities on your sailing, definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. Basically, you put headphones on and you get to pick whatever music you want to listen to between like 2 or 3 channels. And so you're dancing together with your friends or even strangers, and you may not be listening to the same song. And somehow that works out really nicely. It's also an event for all ages. I saw this couple with their baby, and then we also had people in their 80s out there dancing and doing their thing. After the silent disco, a few of us made our way up to the nightclub. Galaxy wasn't as hoppin' and poppin' as it had been on previous nights, but my guess is because a lot of people had early excursions the next day, and they were worn out and exhausted from the sea day. But I had a few drinks and danced a little bit, and then made my way back to my room to call it a night.
Hi friends. So I know some of you don't like it when it's like head in a bed, right? But it's because I always forget to record before I change my clothes. Anyway, another good day. Day 2, bar crawl, theater, C-Day stuff. Sorry. Oh my god. Today was a good day, guys, okay? See, the thing about it is normally when I have these kinds of like closing clips at the end of the night when I've clearly had some drinks and some fun, I do post-commentary outros. But I think in this case it's not horribly bad, and also you guys need to kind of see like what the reality of life is here on board. I have a drink package and I have, you know, a keen ability to drink, and today was a pub crawl and all these things, and I ended up in the nightclub and all these things, so I do need to get up quite early for an excursion tomorrow, so hopefully that's not like a huge issue in the morning. But I've had early excursions before when I've had a fun night the night before, so I'm sure I will be fine. But anyway, I want to thank you all for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.